So in previous video, we saw that how the Kant rejected the idea of classical metaphysics and put down there the idea of noumena and phenomena. And in this video, we are going to understand about soul, God, and the world as a whole in the Kant idea of region. That these are just the ideas of region. So what basically is region? First, understand. Region is a type of, you can say, the concept which gave you a framework to understand any condition, right? To understand any concept in its totality, if you will say that way, you can say you can define the region. So Kant discusses the idea of region in his work Critique of Pure Reason. So as I told you that Kant work, basically Critique of Pure Reason, is focused on the that what is the human knowledge, the limitations of human knowledge is, and how we are dealing with them, and what are the possibilities of knowing things. So in that Critique of Pure Reason, these ideas including soul, God, and the world as a whole, Kant argues that while these ideas are essential for reason, they go beyond the limits of human experiences and cannot be known empirically. So cannot be known empirically means by the practical experiences we cannot know them. So what actually we are doing if we are not knowing something from the practical? It's something in the a priori, like from the reasoning we are trying to understand, we are trying to accumulate the knowledge of these things, like we saw the soul, God, the world as a whole. So if we will look down here, so basically these are the basic elements of metaphysics. Even if you will think that the soul is a psychological element, and God, if you will think, it's a theological element, and world, if you will see as a whole, like a existence of world is a cosmological idea or cosmological thing. So these ideas are concept that reason arrives at when it tries to understand the ultimate nature of reality. So basically our, when we are trying to focus to understand that what is reality of this world, so we come across all these substances, all these entities, like the soul, God, world as a whole, that this world exists, God is there for the creation, soul is something, in which our thoughts and experiences exist, or whatever that we are experiencing or understanding basically comes from the soul. So let's see what is the soul, and how he just said that why this concept of the souls comes in our life or in philosophy. The soul is the idea of a unified enduring self. It represents an immaterial substance persisting through time. Kant argues that we cannot have direct knowledge of the soul as it is in itself. It is a regulative idea helping us organize our experiences. So whatever we experiences, like we experience a lot of things around us, so there must be some base, like our mind, our body, our senses, all these things are there, but we can experience all these things. So this experience must be somewhere embedded on something which is going to experience all these things. So there is just understanding for us that there is an element, right, the a substance, that is the soul, that must exist there. So we are trying to actually derive it from the region, that is the pure region from where we are trying to derive, although we cannot direct experience it. So you can say that it is in the nominal realm, in the realm of noumena these things are soul. So how we are bringing them when we are trying to know the world and we are trying to understand the reality, so we just derive it from our reasoning. Same as the God, as I told you that God is our teleological, not teleological, theological element, religious element, that there must be somebody beyond us. They are regulating everything, they created everything, design everything. So the idea of God is the concept of a necessary being, the ultimate cause of everything in the universe. Kant argues that God existence cannot be proven or disproven through a speculative reason. The idea is essential for practical reason, especially in moral philosophy. Okay, so to tie with the morality, generally we brought the concept of God, that okay, God created these things. Even if we will look to the Bible, Quran, and other all religious, that good things, some good things there. Even most of the religious book have the radical things. either it is of Hinduism, Buddhism, or anybody. If we will try to make it, Buddhism is basically not that much radical, or Islam books are very much radically interpreted. So there are chances of all the religious book to be interpreted as the heretical book. Okay, so I'm not going in that debate. Our topic is here God as a concept that's actually also derived from the pure reason according to the Kant. We cannot say that there is God or not God because we do not have any direct experience of this. And God is just a substance of regulating world, and for the morality basis, God is good, we say. So that why God is as a teleological concept idea. The world as a whole, if you will look, as I told you, the cosmological, that there is something as a world in totality. The world as a whole is the concept of the totality of all phenomena. Reason seeks to understand that the world as a complete and unified whole. But this lead to contradiction when reason is applied beyond the limit of experiences. So understand in here that this is like we cannot experience whole world. We don't know that about the whole world, but we consider that the world is a unified. There is a existence that is unified, means a oneness in existence, that whole existence. As we know, we try to derive that concept of totality of as a world from our reasoning. Okay, so this is the nature of existence, such things. So what Kant criticizes traditional metaphysics for making definitive claim about the soul, God, and the world as a whole. These ideas are regulated, guiding our thinking, but should not be treated as having objective reality. So we cannot say that they are the objective reality. Understand here. Soul exist or not, we cannot say. Like in Buddhism, they do not consider soul, anatma. So there is no soul in the Buddhism. In other religion, there is soul, but some consider God. But in Buddhism, there is no concept of God. So if you will see that these all elements are just our assumptions, to simplify the things, to assume that okay, this is the limitation, but in this limitation there must be some substance, and that substance is put it down there. But that substance do not have direct existence or direct experiences to our senses or to us. Like the I am seeing this pain, so that way we cannot experience the these things. Okay. Although you can say later on that okay, but in Buddhist concept or in the Indian philosophical understanding, we have a way to experience. So yeah, there if we will discuss, then we can say that what is the meaning of experiencing God, or what is the meaning of experiencing self in Indian philosophical context. But in Western philosophical context, if you will see that Kant divided in two phenomena, basically two reality. One is noumena and one is phenomena. So phenomena, whatever we can experience it directly, we are not bringing it from the region. But the noumena is something which we cannot know. Our brain have the limitations, but still we are trying to know them, we are trying to understand them, so we derive the from reasoning. So that is also in the realm of phenomena, but we claim to know the noumena. Okay, so that claiming bring us to some points, and these are the points you can say God, soul, and the while as in totality as a whole. These are the important components of that. Okay, so in next video we will see some other portion of the Kant. Bye, have a nice day.